A Dothan organization is celebrating being nationally recognized for their hard work. They were awarded an honor no other Wiregrass organization has. News 4's Will Polston joins us live now. So, Will, what can you tell us about this accomplishment?
Yeah, Kinsley, Transform Central, they do what they can to try to strive to get people back on their feet, those who are struggling, I should say. And while there's plenty of testimony around Alabama for how the organization works, they're also receiving recognition on the national level now as well.
You may have seen these buildings along Honeysuckle Road. You may just think they're homes, but the tenants are men working to build each other up from hardship.
Whatever their life issues are, this is a safe haven for them.
And find their faith.
It's not just a place to live, but it's also a place where they can learn Jesus Christ.
This is Transform Central, an organization where struggling people live together to get back on their feet, hold each other accountable. Those who live in these walls are former criminals, recovering addicts, but they're on track to better their lives.
This place helped me. It got me back on my feet. It helped give me purpose.
Spivey says being around others going through similar troubles makes life easier, saying there's a level of accountability and love that can't be replicated.
You need family as like a brotherhood, a true bond, a love for one another. And this place here gives you that. You always have a sense of family.
After nearly 20 years of service, Transform Central has received recognition for their effective model of recovery. Wednesday morning, the organization was awarded by the National Alliance for Recovery Residences for meeting their standards. Executive Director Jason Johnson hopes this starts a chain reaction for similar organizations in the region.
I hope it inspires our community, and I'm hoping that it inspires the gentlemen, the men that's here and the men that's to come.
Now, Transform Central joins just 16 other organizations, becoming the 17th to now be AARR certified. Live in Dothan, I'm Will Polston, your hometown news leader.
Well, Polston, thank you. Transform Central also serves as a ministry branch of the Westgate Church of Christ.